guys, now we're gonna go and take this boy on the road. Let's go and take it out for a spin. All right, so right now I like to drive in the dynamic mode, don't blame me. The reason why is because you get a little bit more torque behind the gas pedal. It tightens everything up. I really like that sportier drive. After 37 miles an hour, the camera and the radars up at the front are gonna go and pick up the lanes. So my lane keep assist feature is on and activated, and you can tell by the 2 green lines there. It overrides anytime you put the turning signal to either side, which may or may not be to your advantage, just because we are here in Houston and everybody knows how Houston drivers are. But let's go and take a look. So as I'm entering this ramp right here, it's gonna pick up the lanes, and the way I'll know that is they'll turn from white to green, and once they turn green, then it'll pick up the lanes, and at that point, essentially, it's gonna keep me in the center. So let's go and take a look. Right now, it's picked up the right lane because it's a ramp. Hasn't quite picked up the other one. Let's go and switch lanes. All right. So you have your traffic sign recognition. I'm supposed to be going 60, and then I have my Audi Presense notification, which is going to be that red symbol there with an exclamation point. So you see the green lines there. Essentially, let's say if I'm drifting off to the right a little bit, it's gonna vibrate the steering wheel and essentially steer me back towards the center. And you can tell by that little red line there. Right now, since I'm on the highway, I do have my adaptive cruise control. The way I would activate that is gonna be right here, just your normal cruise. I'm gonna go ahead and set it. And right now my predictive control is active. So I set it for 63 being my top speed. Let's go up a little bit to 65. And then here I can set a distance. Right now I'm at a 3 cars length distance. I'm gonna close it up to about a 2 cars length. So essentially, I could take my foot off of the gas and the brake. Now, don't wanna take my hands off too much off the steering wheel, but essentially it's gonna contain me there right in the center. And as they slow down, my car's gonna slow down. As they speed up, so will mine. If someone cuts me off, it's also gonna go ahead and apply the brake as well. Right now, what's pretty cool is I have in my heads-up display, I'll be able to see the same thing pretty much here in this little red, in this right corner. So I'll see my miles per hour, my speed limit sign, and then my adaptive cruise control. And as you see there in my virtual cockpit, I love seeing that. You can see everything into detail, from the streets to speed. I have my blind spot indicator on right there. Someone's approaching me. So overall, I feel safe. The car is helping me. It's helped guiding me. I'm also actively looking around the car, making sure no one's around me and whatnot. Let's go ahead and take this exit here. Oh, see, so right there, I'm still not even applying the gas or the brake. The car slowed down and it started applying the brake as well. So right now, this is a little exit ramp. I'm gonna kind of, okay, maybe not gonna do it too much. All right, so even now, my adaptive cruise is still working. Someone's coming in front of me, and again, my foot isn't even on the gas or the brake at the moment, so I find that pretty impressive that I don't have to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and make a U-turn here up at the light. I'm gonna get a little feel for that quattro on this tight turn. Let's get a feel for that torque. I'm gonna kind of press on it a little bit here. Just the sound of that exhaust, the engine, it's music to my ears. Let's see. I don't think you can ever get tired of that. Partially the reason why I like to drive it in the dynamic mode, just because it is going to be a little bit louder on that particular mode. So as you see here, you're able to kind of see exactly the engine sound and whatnot as you're as you're changing that. Set up that adaptive cruise one more time. Kind of nice not having to worry about, you know, your speed or braking and things like that. Just a couple things, one or two things less you have to worry about. And I love how I can do everything here from the steering wheel, from my cruise, my lane keep assist, volume and whatnot's right here also as well. Make it very easy, very comfortable. The grip on the steering wheel, you know, makes a huge difference too when you're making those tight turns and things like that. Visibility wise, looks good. Not really any blind spots at all. There's a little space here between the headrest and the B pillar. I'm still able to see through that in case I need to switch lanes. I want to say, yep, there's an extra window there in the back, so in case I need to turn my head, I'm able to see that right there on the back corners of the car. Just going to take this exit here. Now, as we approach this light, I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to the comfort mode, and you'll be able to see on there a visual representation of the car going up. Because of the air suspension, giving you a little bit more comfortable ride. And I love how I can set this up to a certain height. Gives it a little bit more comfortable feeling. The way everything kind of just falls into place right here. I got the shifter here at the bottom. My phone, extra storage space. And I got my climate control switches and everything right here in front. So it's not like I have to reach over or anything like that. Make it super convenient with the location of where it's at. Just because I can have, I can customize it a little bit more. So if I want a sportier drive or softer suspension or softer steering, but louder engine, I'm able to kind of change that up to my liking there. Looks like we're approaching home sweet home. Let's go ahead and park. Okay. So what I love is as soon as you put it into reverse, your 360 camera pops up. You can never look at them both at the same time. What I do is I look at this one first, make sure I'm backing into the spot, and then I'll look over and make sure that I'm right here in between the lines there. If I want to change up the view and seeing exactly where I'm at, I can kind of hit that overhead view there, and I can also see that I want to say there's a wheel camera, front and rear, so I can see exactly where you are in the lines there. Now this one does have a park assist feature, so if we go ahead and press that button there, let's say we want to park, or actually let's go ahead and approach a different parking spot. Let me show you a little bit of those features. All right, guys, so the only way that this would work is if you are approaching in a full parking lot, or at least are parking next to some cars. So what you do is you press a button, and the radars and the cameras are gonna pick up the vehicles here on the lot. I went ahead and selected the option that I want to go ahead and park in that spot there. So it's telling me to please select reverse. Just kind of move the steering wheel. It's crazy how that works. It'll start doing it on its own. Press, hold brake pedal, select first gear. Yep. That is crazy. Maybe he's telling me to straighten out. Okay, nice tighter spot. Now we're talking. There we go. That's crazy.
All right, guys, I just want to say I appreciate you stopping by and taking a look at the video. Don't forget to like and share it with your friends and family. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comments section. If you are in the Houston area, I'm going to be here off of Highway 6 and I-10 over at Audi West Houston. I'm going to drop my information down below. Feel free to reach out to me and we'll get you set up to go and take a look at the car in person. Thank you, guys. Take care.